spike that they can try to fight around, maybe get themselves the second Drake, third Drake, something like that, and get themselves into the game. Of course, the ultra late game will belong to T1 almost exclusively. It's going to be very, very difficult. We know that Faker can hit these rockets very effectively. Is absurd. Let's jump onto the Rift here for game number 2. Is absurd. Let's jump onto the Rift here for game number 2.
Lanes like Aphelios Lulu really bully out in the 2v2, and when it's Guma carrier
for the Rel to really try and create an advantage for the bottom lane.
Flip the entire game on a level 3 dive.
Yeah, and Teddy, see, trying to make this one happen. There is the crash down on top of Gumyushi, who does eventually flash. That is going to keep him alive, as now Owner is making his way in, and Sponge is extraordinarily low. The Bramble Smash does push him away, but they're looking to turn it. Flash out from Owner is Teddy. Oh, he doesn't find the double tap, and there's the flash out from Carrier. Everyone is so incredibly low. As Platter, he really wants to do it, but it's just not going to happen. Look at this, sub 100 health for both of these bottom laners, and Owner can't do anything about it because he's also excruciatingly low. Yep, the Hex Flash over as Sponge makes his way in. There it is! The crash down to interrupt it as well, but Teddy is also going to die. So it's a 1-for-1, and First Blood does go over to DRX. There is that.
Maybe Teddy just cleans up both Guma and Carrier.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Obviously didn't plan out that way.
Oh, more Hex Flash value. Here we go, Sponge. Start charging it up as Jonas Strong turns it off, and there we go. The crash down on top of him, straight into the bubble, and Teddy, he's going to be able to pick up the kill this time around.
This is what I'm talking about. You know, a good return gank. You know, all the summoners are down. DRX actually making things happen.
Bubble going to connect, actually, as Teddy dashes in. Tycho's blessing, a lot of extra damage as he is turned into a critter, that polymorph, but a little bit late. Damage had kind of been done still. Going to lose out on the trade.
They get the barrier from Guma, so I think DRX are fine with that. They'll be able to sustain back up with Platter's healing.
The culling.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Tidal Wave actually going to be utilized here as Carrier's in so much trouble. Piercing Light comes down. That is going to be Teddy locking down the kill onto the Lulu, and no Rel required for that one, really.
Yep, that people win going Hex Drinker. Oh,
this is pretty nice. Sweet Spot does come on through there onto Zeus still. As the Lucian Demption has been pretty ridiculous, as Zeus just stepping out of these sweet spots beautifully on the Twisted Fate. Not going to step out of that one as I say it, but that's a caster curse. And those are real. Jat reminded me of it earlier on today. As Ona sidestepping really nicely, crash down on top of him, but there's the charm to come on through from Yahoo. Ona did utilize the Twisted Fate, the Twisted Advance quite well, but now it's Sponge that's in trouble, and Faker, he delivers a package, has to flash out immediately, but the Tidal Wave not going to be enough there as the Maokai picks up the kill, and Teddy has to cleanse and flash to get himself the heck out of this one. And in fact, I think Carrier has gone for Dreammaker more than a lot of our other supports, if I remember correctly. All right, Ona is going to get a Magnet Storm out, and is just going to take a massive amount of damage and die. Yeah, that's pretty good work here for DRX. Not a lot to fight for in the river towards its bottom side, so Ona probably just wasn't expecting the whole gang to be down here. Zeus finding a gold card onto Rascal.
Yeah, they catch him isolated, and also when...
Oh, not going to get the sweet spot on the second Q, and may just get autoed to death. There we go. Zeus going to lock that one up. That's a solo kill. As Charm, not going to be utilized, as Yahoo didn't find the angle between the minions onto Gumyushi.
Playing alone, you're not actually that tanky. And yeah, you know, Rascal's been trying to find these angles all game, but the Ghost is such a powerful tool in a 1v1 against the Aatrox.
And they're just barely out of range of these Qs. Red makes Rascal look a little bit silly. Well, we do have the Scryer's Bloom, but it's actually Zeus that takes that one away from Yahoo, misses the charm. It's just been so incredibly swift. As okay, there's the steal. Sponge likely to die, but he's done his job. And there we go. Lockdown does come on through. But unfortunately, DRX just not home to really pick the... Oh, never mind. They're just in their summer home in the mid lane. And Rascal is going to suffer the wrath of the deliveries. But you're the whisperer of the Chemtech. Shouldn't you be the one that tells us that actually it's fine and it's a great dragon?
No, that's not.
Oh, that's not how that one works.
That's not how it works.
Little Snowman Teddy is immediately going to cleanse, actually, get out of that gold card. Cullen comes on through and does a lot of damage to Zeus here as they're still looking to chase after. There's the Flash Magnet Storm as Yahoo is going to get immediately CC'd as he dives in. And now Sponge is in trouble. Gumyushi has red-white, and that is a dangerous time. Teddy now below 100 health. as the Destiny does come on in, and Yahoo, he's not going to survive. The Destiny doesn't really do too much as far as gate value, but still T1 going to move towards the Baron, as they love to do at 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah, Faker actually going to Eclipse first, rather than the Malignant we typically see.
Kind of nutty is, okay, Zeus just going to avoid the charm and just wanders his way out. He's so incredibly fast. The Infernal Chains do not activate, and they finally, oh, never mind. Okay, there it is. The third Q going to come on through. It took 4 people, not the 3 they initially invested, as now Rascal could be in trouble. Good Bramble Smash, but there's the crash down onto Owner as well. Still, Moonlight, sorry, the Moonshot, all throwing champions. Like Ziggs and Orianna and Syndrome.
Yeah, I think...
Yep, cover me, cover me, cover me, is what he's saying.
The problem was, he couldn't dodge a flash.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have control vision in this area, as Sponge finds himself a decent Shattering Strike. There's the package out from Faker. That is going to block them off entirely, and Sponge is thrown around like a ragdoll. There's the Moonlight Vigil. That's going to connect onto him as the Baron. Oh, that's going to be the cue to follow it up. As now Teddy looking for Faker here. He finds him, but I don't know whether he really wants to, as the Rockets not going to find the mark. Good sidestep there from Teddy as Destiny comes through just for the extra vision. The Mega Blast Cone gets them all the way away from this Baron. And Zeus, he turns up. That is going to be a gold card from a million miles away and a couple of screens. He is going to just transition into picking up the kill onto both of the damage dealers. DRX now just looking for Soul Point. If they can possibly get it. Zeus is going to say, no, you're not allowed to have that, as the charm goes entirely wide, and Zeus just does so much damage. There is the twisted advance forward from Ona, and Redemption going to come on through as well. Faker collects the kill onto the Nami that was delivered, and Sponge going to jump over his own base gate. Zeus just, as soon as he has that gold card above his head, he is so incredibly scary. And there it is. Stun going to come down onto Sponge, but wildcards do not connect. Not that they really do all that much damage anyway. 4 items Twisted Fate is pretty silly.
Yeah, he has Infinity Edge as well, so he, you know if you take a lot of autos from him, he'll hit, but he just chunks now.
Yeah, well, there's a Magnet Storm trying to do something here, but Ona not too worried about it, as we can see, and Sponge is just going to be taken down pretty unceremoniously. Zeus now looking for Rascal here as well, as he's tanking up the turret. And the Nexus is just going to go down. T1 with a very comfortable 2-0.